Hi, this is John O'Brien, founder, chairman, and CEO of Operation Hope. I'm here to talk to you about financial literacy for all, an exciting first ever movement to change the world in our lifetime on an issue that I think is a civil rights issue of our generation for future generations. I see this as social justice through an economic lens. This is really personal to me. I grew up in Compton, California, in South Central Los Angeles. My mom and dad divorced over money. The number one cause for divorce and domestic abuse is money in families. We were in South Central LA and we had acquired a lot of assets for a humble family from the South that moved to California with limited resources and limited education, but a lot of inspiration and gumption and desire to be better and to do better. And we worked really hard. But my father was financially illiterate. As hardworking as he was, the more money he made, the broker we got. He wouldn't listen to my mother, who was effectively a financial genius. She was really good at saving and understood the importance of credit. They didn't work as a unit, and they ultimately divorced. And we lost everything. We lost an 8-unit apartment building. We lost our home, a cement contracting business, a gas station in South Central Los Angeles. We lost our family. Fast forward to Compton, California, when my mother bought a home working an hourly job at what was then McDonnell Douglas Aircraft. And my mother, full of dignity and self-reliance, gave us the best she could. I remember she couldn't buy me a suit, so she made them and sent me to school, which is a whole nother story in Compton, California. That didn't go over so well. But her love always went over perfectly. And I had that self-esteem that came from her pouring into me. So I knew I was somebody because she told me. I knew I could do something because I saw my father do it. And I went to school one day and a banker happened to be in that classroom teaching financial literacy. He was a banker from Bank of America. And he was there because of the Community Reinvestment Act. He didn't really want to be there, sort of had to be. But in quick time, he realized the kids weren't actually that bad. In fact, no worse than his own kids. And in a sort of backhanded compliment, said we reminded him of his children. This was him and us bonding, bridging back to each other from our differences. So after the second session of financial literacy and home economics class, I raised my hand. Excuse me, sir. What do you do for a living? And how did you get rich legally? I asked. He said, young man, I'm a banker and I finance entrepreneurs. I said, sir, I don't know what an entrepreneur is. I've never, unfortunately, heard that word before in my life. I'm 9 years old. Someone should have taught it to me. I never heard that word before. But whatever it is, if it's legal and honest and you're financing them, I'm going to be one. And that's who I am today. I am an entrepreneur and a businessman that founded Operation Hope and a group of for-profit businesses. And I'm able today to do well and do good too. But if I hadn't gotten that course in financial literacy as a young age and went home and opened the dictionary to figure out what an entrepreneur was, somebody who builds something from nothing, a French word, and adds value, then I would not be here before you today employing hundreds of people and hopefully impacting tens of millions with this announcement today. We can all be the change we want to see in the world. I want you to be part of that change. I want you to sign up here, keep track with us, stay engaged with us. Follow our partner companies. They've got 5 principles that all of our partner companies will adhere to. There's going to be leadership at the top. It's going to be embedded in their business plan. We're not being prescriptive. They'll figure out how to do that. But the examples I've seen so far are really quite impressive. Embedded in their business plan means they're taking it seriously. It'll be properly resourced. It'll last these efforts over a decade. And it will be relevant to the audience that they are seeking to talk to, and with a goal of really changing organizational culture. You know, America's not a country. She's an idea, and we can make her into anything we want her to be. How about a place of hope and opportunity for all of us? How about we see social justice now through an economic lens? How about we become the change we want to see in the world? This is financial literacy for all. Let's go do it together.